Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we are taking a look at Jet2thepack's Control Shaman. You know I love Control Shaman, and Jet2thepack has come up with something that is really cool right here. It contains one of my favorite cards, the Rune Spear. I love a bit of RNG. I love casting huge spells off the Rune Spear, and in particular there are a couple of very awesome big Shaman spells around, so very much looking forward to slaying some nerds with the Rune Spear. But for those of you who haven't experienced or seen Control Shaman before, chances are you have experienced it as decks like Shutterwalk. Really at the core of it are Control Shaman decks. It just happens to be called Shutterwalk because that's the win condition. And a lot of these Control Shaman decks focus around this really interesting mix-up situation that you can play with your opponent, where Shaman has some excellent single targeted removal, things like Crushing Hand, Earth Shock, the Hex as well. Excellent single target removal. So your opponent can't really rely on just deploying one threat at a time. They will potentially have to try and go wide in order to go through your removal, and that's when they get into the situation of having to play into cards like Volcano and Lightning Storm. So if you've ever played that matchup, you know just how frustrating it can be, particularly if you're playing Zoo Warlock or Odd Rogue or something like that. You know, sometimes you just have to put all your things on the board and pray that they don't have it. The other side of Control Shaman that's really effective is just how much healing it can have. This deck has Healing Rain as well as Hot Spring Guardian, but we also see cards like the Life Drinker and things like that to help give you some extra life steal. This deck also plays Omega Mind, which is a card you may not have seen before. It's one of the Omega cards, 2 mana 2/3, which means it's great to play against aggressive decks just to have a body on board early, but also if you have 10 mana crystals when you play it, your spells have lifesteal this turn, so we can combine this with Lightning Storm or Volcano to both kill our opponent's board and possibly restore us back to full health, but even combining it with, you know, potentially things like Rune Spear or you know, Crushing Hand can gain you some big life, which I'm looking forward to doing. So we've got a lot of these control elements early on, and after we, including this Mossy Horror, which is fantastic against Druids with all their 1/5s, after that we move on to kind of the win conditions of the deck, which are just some big, chunky, hard hitters. We've got Hagatha, which helps us play a bit more of a grindy game, as well as being a bit of a board clear herself. Primordial Drake, another board clear that also can start helping us chip away at our opponent. Lich King, the biggest boy of them all, once again gives us a little bit more value. Big body, can start chipping away at our opponent. We've got Alexstrasza here, which I can really get behind this. Reduce our opponent down to 15 life means that we have to put such little work into killing our opponent. And I think Alexstrasza is going to be great when we finally do have a turn where, you know, we play a Lich King or play a Primordial Drake and then they don't have an answer for it. And then we can Alexstrasza, start pushing in, and our opponent is in dire straits. So I'm going to be looking out for a couple of things here. One is this Mana Tide totem. We don't have any Acolyte of Pains in the deck. And Acolyte of Pain is one of the more interesting draw cards to play in this archetype because of Volcano. Sometimes your opponents really want to get rid of that Acolyte of Pain to make sure you're not drawing 3. So we want to keep an eye out whether this Mana Tide totem, how comparable it is to Acolyte of Pain. Maybe we just don't need any more card draw. Maybe we do need more card draw. The other thing that I want to keep an eye out for is if you look at this curve, you can see we've got this big chunky column at 3. And I'm wondering if cards like Feral Spirit or Hot Spring Guardian could be cut in order to play some more high impact 4 or 5 drops that do a similar thing. You know, we could cut these Feral Spirits and play Saronite Chain Gang at 4, which is a similar effect, but helps us have a much tighter curve. And in particular at 5, you know, we could be playing cards like Giggling Inventor, which once again do a similar thing, but give us a better curve. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that. So we'll jump to some games. Okay, here against the Druid.
I must protect the wild. For Doomhammer.
So I think this is actually a matchup where we'll keep the Hagatha. I think we want to slam this on 8 a vast majority of the time. And I'll keep a Volcano as well in case it is it's Token Druid. Volcano quite good against Token Druid. I think the best card in the matchup might be Mana Tide Totem. I think this is definitely a matchup where Mana Tide is better than Acolyte of Pain.
My greetings. Greetings, friend.
So just going to try and do as little as possible. We might play this Feral Spirit next turn. Just get some damage in. Get this Overload out of the way. Interesting. When are we playing these Doomsays? Dark Rituals? Good to finally meet you, Tommy. Take care. No worries. The VODs will be up, so you can catch the last part of this series for sure. And it was fantastic to meet you. Wonderful to have you in the chat. And definitely, you know, jump in the Discord, do what you need to do. Come hang out. It's a pleasure. Stay wavy. Stay wavy, of course. Spellstone. Interesting. They might think that we're more aggressive than what we actually are. They may think it is a bit more aggressive. But we'll see how things pan out. I think if this is Mechathone Druid, I'm not sure if we can win. I don't think we have a punchy enough late game. Maybe this is the turn we wanted to like play a Doomsayer in case they Spreading Plague, but we can probably Doomsayer after they Spreading Plague anyway. See if they want to naturalize or something. Certainly a card we should try and be aware of. Ooh, Whispering Pools with the Soul of the Forest. Alright, let's see what happens. We could die to like...
Mistake.
We could die to like double Savage Roar. See what our opponent does about this.
I wonder.
Got any branching paths? I'm just letting it go off. So this is great, like exactly how we kind of drew it up with the Doomsayer going off and us resolving Hagatha to clear the board.
Dark spirits twist the trees, foul the lake, and curse
So
this
yeah, this
land.
feels like a pretty good situation against Token Druid, where we've got Lightning Storm, we've got Volcano, we've even got an Omega Mind, so we can kind of let our opponent extend a little bit. Got some Hot Spring Guardians to kind of keep the train rolling. So it feels like a good position. Stefan, your thoughts? Jeez. You may have yet too preemptively. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we can Volcano this away. And I think we will. Tidal Surge, okay. Particularly, we might not need Volcano if we never give our opponent a good opportunity to Spreading Plague. Or rather, we might not need to lean on it so heavily. This matchup seems a little bit more about the Lightning Storms.
I'm ready to learn. I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn.
Pretty good draw off the top, and a great Hagatha card right there. A little bit concerned their opponent is has got some, might have Naturalize or something. Okay, the Ultimate Infestation. Reloads on cards. See if they got any Tyrants, any Innovates coming down. Ooh, and trades the Violet Teacher. Both Tyrants. Well, this is a board that we need Volcano for.
Perplexing.
Perplexing indeed, game. Okay, I'm happy with that. Zap could be interesting, at least gives us an extra little bit of lifesteal with the Omega Mind. But we do have to hit another Volcano soon. Even the second Lightning Storm or Electra. Electra would be very good.
What to do?
Pay attention, class.
I'm ready to learn.
Ah, Spellstone. Okay.
I'm ready to learn.
Come on, Electra off the top.
I knew it!
Okay. I think I'm going to go for the double Lightning Storm, maybe. Or maybe just the single Lightning Storm? So we'll just zap this and get this down. I'm always just trying to not overload 3 crystals, so if we do get a little bit of breathing room, we can drop the Lich King, but not the worst result. So we've still got another set of Wisps. Going for the draw here, so trying to get this game done. Malfurion could also be pretty dangerous. But nothing of the sort. See, this would be a great situation to drop the Lich King. But we cannot. We cannot. I think we'll just Stormforged Axe and pass. Being an overloaded 1 is okay. We can still go like Lich King Forked Lightning or Volcano everything. Still got our Rune Spear left as well. So hopefully we don't draw that immediately and we can get some hits off with this Stormforged Axe. Hopefully use it to trade up into some of those 4 or 5 toughness minions. Ooh. Going attack mode with his Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Warriors of the frozen
Wastes. Rise. Oh, we can actually take one of these out. Do we want to? No.
My curse on you!
As much as I don't really want them to, like, naturalize us here. Yeah, we'll just pass it back. Anti-magic shell's okay. Would have preferred, like, Death Grip. Get our opponent to fatigue a little bit quicker. Death and Decay, obviously, probably would have been the best one. Yeah, like, Naturalize here is so good, with a lot of really powerful cards still in our deck. Both Hexes. I think the Warriors of the Frozen Waste are some kind of bait good. He's watching in the oven. Yeah, he's just waiting for those Warriors to rise. Like, come on. Straight out of the freezer into the oven. Warriors of the Frozen Wastes. Rise over the next 40 minutes at 200 and whatever degrees.
death is eternal.
No way they have the a naturalized, right? There's no way you tank this hard on naturalizing that Lich King. Like, they're gonna have to do some kind of... Why are you gaining armor now? Oh my gosh, we get to keep a Lich King for more than a turn? What is this world?
My curse on you!
I think I'm just going to anti-magic shell on just this Lich King. I don't want to drop this Mana Tide, so then I think we're going to be getting more cards than we can possibly deploy each turn. That one cheer, whew, straight out of the freezer. Warriors of the Frozen Wastes. Okay, same shenanigans. Give me a Mossy Horror. No, is that lethal though? No, our opponent has 33 armor. Why would it possibly be lethal? We can Omega Mine this turn though, right? Gain some HPZ.
I am science! I am genius!
Okay. Gotta take that lead. Oh my gosh. You savage. The 101. The 101 bits. Gotta get that number 1 next to your name. That golden one. Oh, we got the Death and Decay.
I curse on you!
Overload!
The end has come.
Don't particularly want to burn anything.
I'm almost out of cards.
As we were saying before, we've still got a whole. In fact, the worst draws we had in our deck before were both of these Mana Tide totems, and we ripped them both. Still got this volcano. Still got the God of Death and Decay in the pocket. Get out of here. Nice.
Let the hunt
Okay.
begin.
Ends Hunter.
For Doomhammer.
So Hunter's a bit of an interesting one in that if it is, if it's like Hybrid Hunter, we should have a good matchup. If it's Death Rattle Hunter, I honestly have no clue. Do we want to keep this Mana Tide totem? I think we do. I think we do. I think the Mana Tide might, if our opponent is Death Rattle or like Egg or something, we might be able to get 2 draws off the Mana Tide totem if we're on the play. Is Stefan here?
Yo, Stefan!
Stefan's here. That's good. Stefan, we're playing some Control Shaman. Control Shaman. How do you feel about Control Shaman?
I'm feeling it!
Oh, that's good. But you're just way into control decks, I think. Have you ever tried to kill someone before, like, turn 10 before? Ooh. They did not want us to have those draws. Okay, shaping up pretty interestingly. Let's see if they have another big response for this Doomsday. They do. But the fact that we're in this situation and still like we're not really sweating it, you know? Get these wolves out so we're not really concerned about being overloaded until we need to drop the Primordial Drake on turn 8. Hopefully we can deal with this Spider Bomb beforehand. Big giggles. Big funnies. Ooh, even with the... Oh no, we didn't need to high roll anything. Okay. Everyone please welcome Deathstalker Rexar to the battlefield. We are in for an interesting one. Ooh. Hagatha baby. Hagatha baby. Stefan, thoughts on witches? Okay. figure. Welcome, Deathstalker. Thank you, Nord. It's so interesting. Deathstalker XR initially was my favorite Death Knight and stayed my favorite Death Knight the entire time. Hunter secrets. Do we just play the Rune Spear? No. Maybe we do, because we want to get Hagatha down before we start playing these minions. Let's do it. Let's fly Jetstar.
Elements guide me.
Ooh. Do we want to turn our 2 totems into legendary minions, or do we want to draw a card and have it cost 3 less? Yeah, let's Stormbringer. Let's get that RNG. I guess it's an upgrade. I guess. We got a 6/6 now. Woo! How long have I been playing Hearthstone? I played since it was released. I don't think I played the alpha or beta. No, I think I played the beta maybe. Legendary. Oh, see, if we had a Grumble in this deck. Slam down the Grumble. It's a big boy.
Watch and learn.
Elements guide me.
What do we got? This is significantly worse.
Blood will flow. Blood will flow.
Don't want to risk hitting an explosive trap just yet. Twist the Trick, Foul the Lake. Yeah, let's curse this land. Oh my gosh! What a combination. I think we definitely want to curse this land. Icky.
Blood will flow. Blood will flow.
No, we need to kill this. We'll give them a 3/3 though, a 5/5 though, but I think we gotta remove that thing. Sure. Oh yeah, we can Crushing Hand, right? Actually, we can Crushing Hand now. We big Overload next turn though. But it does delay our Hagatha a bit, but I think I'm okay with this. Just don't want to get like kind of tempoed out by a dinosaur and a big Zombeast or something. Feral Spirit for maximum overload. You're right, we should have Feral Spirited. What is this? Divine Shield Poisonous. Okay. I guess we have to hex this, right?
Brain overload!
The Hunter deck is pretty sweet. Built it myself, but it feels weird playing something other than Priest. Yeah, what Priest decks have you been playing? Is this the same one? Ooh.
Brain overload!
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
I've really got to get this Hagatha down. I'm kind of kicking myself for not playing it earlier. Did I see the list I posted in chat? I didn't, actually. I was going to mention that before. I was scrolling through and didn't see it. If you could repost that, that would be fantastic. Different versions of Quest Priest and Mind Blast Priest. Yeah, they're pretty different to playing any Hunter list.
I wonder.
This anti-magic shell actually could be pretty interesting. If their Erex are down, like we could Feral Spirit Totem anti-magic shell, assuming they're going to trade into the Arthas. How old am I? I'm 27. 27 years young.
I let the dogs out.
Oh, it's a beast too. Well, we're definitely going to hack this.
Sent whose fate.
Dark spirits, twist the trees, foul the lake,
And curse this land. We'll save the Omega Mind to combine with these excellent things. I was playing against that anti-combo Warlock, Control Lock, as old as time itself. That was a guess? You guessed 27? No way. Tommy Nosdormu wave? Oh my gosh. Feel the time waves. What? Our opponent with the big rippies. Crush! Munch! Just eating frogs. Oh, Eureka. Does this... No, every other minion in our deck is a Battlecry minion. Oh. Jimmy, Janice, Kurt. Oh, is that like... Is 27 the cursed age or something? Do you think there's a place for Nosdormu in decks? Okay. So I have a deck that I've been wanting to make for a while. Unfortunately, it's very bad. It contains a lot of not very good cards. But it is a little bit interesting. Let me just kind of math this turn a little bit first. So we battle first. Wandering and explosive? Yes. So the deck that I want to make in Magic, there's a deck called Hate Bears, or a kind of, I guess, an archetype or a theme called hate bears. It stems from the idea that a bear is generally a 2-mana 2/2 creature, and then they started printing cards that were 2-mana 2/2 creatures or 2-mana creatures that had some kind of effect that hated on a certain thing. The best example being Thalia, the 2-mana 2/1 with First Strike that says that non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast, so it hates on non-creature decks. And you have various other kind of hate berry effects. The closest example to what a hate bear is in Hearthstone is a card like Galaka Crawler or the 1-mana crap. It's a cheap creature that hates on a specific type of thing. You could also include cards like the Mana Wraith that makes things cost more, or the Nerubian whatever it's called that makes spells cost 2 more. These are kind of hateful cards in Hearthstone. So what I wanted to do is do a full-on hate bears deck in Hearthstone, and I want to like, I kind of want to make it a bit ridiculous and be like, we're hating on everything. You know, we're hating on Murlocs, we're hating on pirates, we're hating on dragons with Dragon Slayer, and then it gets progressively more ridiculous, and eventually you get to Nosdormu and you're like, we're hating on time, we're hating on our opponent's turn. Anyway, I'm a sane person. So many rock stars die at that age. Okay. Is there a freezing trap in here? There is. Lucky. Anyway, I'm a sane person. Yeah, that's me. Do you just play a whole bunch of animations with Nosdormu? I don't think there's a way to cheese it anymore. No one notices that my name is from MTG. I said when you jumped in, I was like, oh, based off that name, you must be a gatherer. They always think I'm into Witch House. Oh, I thought you said a hate deck in MTG. Yeah. Witch House. The fake real genre. Okay. We're gonna have to try and turn the corner soon, though. Like, opponent has a lot of resources. We do have a lot of healing, though, so I think we might be able to take them down in fatigue. Like, if they're just gonna build a beast, play it, we might be able to get a turn where we get a huge volcano off. Witch House, like Triangle Records, yeah. Witch House was like the genre that, I guess it kind of, much like Vaporwave and like maybe not lo-fi hip hop, but it was created by someone who was like, let's invent a genre. I think we go for the Electra Lightning Storm. Yeah.
My curse on you! Lightning can strike twice!
High roll, high roll, high roll. Damn it. Damn it. Where's the deck list? We use the Innkeeper extension. So if you've got the if it should be up on the screen somewhere, you can check it through that. Unless it is not working today, which I would not be surprised if it wasn't. Is the extension not working for anyone else? Anyone wanna do me a solid? Check that out for me. So this puts us deeper into fatigue, but it also gives us 2 crushing hands. Mine's at the bottom, but it doesn't do anything. It never worked for me. Oh my gosh. That's something I'll have to look into, friends. Because that is not cool. I definitely want you all to be able to see it. There's the deck code for everyone. And here's the Hearthstone URL. So you can check that out. Ooh. It's pretty spicy. You're not helping here, Farsight. Oh my gosh, this takes forever with the lifesteal. Yeah, I'll look into that that extension because it should be working. Maybe I just haven't updated it in anytime recently. Okay, how are we gonna do this? We're gonna have to try and set up both these drakes, and then Alex drowses them, and hope that they don't have an answer. Because we're so much deeper into fatigue than they are.
Almost out of cards. My curse on you.
Interesting deck. Was expecting Shuttlewalk. Yeah, I mean Shuttlewalk is essentially a control shaman deck as well. So lots of similar elements. It's just that oh my gosh, bananas! They're gonna make us burn our healing rain. Echo bananas with charge. What? Oh, with rush. Okay.
Out of cards.
Okay. Well. I think we're out of gas, friends. Unless we can get some good Hagatha rips off of this last minion. The power of Rexxar. You know, we just played that hybrid hunter. Gosh. We just played that hybrid hunter, and you know, look at this. Like, this Rexxar is carrying so hard. Six, Lots. Okay. That's a lot. Okay, we are overloaded for 9 next turn. Ooh.
Your weakness.
Nice. So, interesting game. Give our opponent the well played. But yeah, really seeing the power of late game Deathstalker Rexar. Alright, against Rogue. The Rouge. So I don't think Monotide Totem is particularly good against Rogue. Crushing Hand's good if it's odd Rogue and they try and lean on a pig or a Flappy Bird. I think we want to try and hit like a Doomsayer or something. Doomsayer might be one of our better cards in this matchup. Okay. Earthshock's okay.
None will survive.
Tis the odd rogue. So I think if we can not die kind of in that turn 6 to 8, 9 slot, we should be in with a chance. We just got to kind of take it slow, play our removal optimally. Don't want to just fire this off and kill a Diamol. Yeah, I think we can go for the Monotide here. Just cycle an extra card, gain us a little bit of health, help kind of develop our hand here. I've seen this deck. I've seen the Odd Rogue with Moofla before. Very interesting deck. So I think we can go for the Crushing Hand here rather than the Hex. Or do we go for the Hex so that we have 5 mana next turn, which will allow us to Crushing Hand and do stuff? Is there a better target for the Hex? Probably not. Like, there's nothing overly better for this Hex to target compared to the Crushing Hand. Only if they get like a Fledgling down and it gets some triggers off or something. Ooh. Oh, this is a good target for Earthshock. But what else are we doing? Do we Crushing Hand this? Probably not. Throw some bananas on this healing totem. See if they want to do something about it. If they do something about it, then our Mossy Horror gets to come down and not non-bow us.
Mushroom power!
Fungal. Face. You know what they say. Face is the place. It's hard to to figure out in that turn if we wanted to go for the Lightning Storm instead. They might just go all face here. No. I chose a pretty good turn to do this.
Elements guide me.
We haven't hit any Hot Spring Guardians or Healing Rains, which is it's a pretty big part of this matchup. They are a Cold Blood down, but I think we're dead to Leroy.
Drink up me hearty.
Interesting they didn't go for the Hero Power first, because they have a Cold Blood. Which is 10. Gonna need a pretty good draw here. Don't know if Hot Spring Guardian is enough. Definitely isn't. So, opponent got under us there.
You win this one.
Possibly should have. Possibly should have fired off that Lightning Storm that turn, rather than the two. Rather than the Crushing Hand. We would need to high roll a little bit, but we could have gone like Lightning Storm, Axe, then use the Axe to kill. Use the Axe to kill the 5/5 Blink Fox and the Healing Totem to kill the other minion. But unfortunate. It's feels like a matchup we could have won, but. Okay, we are here with Jet2thepack's Control Shaman. Played some games with this. Ultimately, I think it's a fantastic deck. I think it will take us probably another dozen or so, maybe 2 dozen games, just to kind of get the matchups kind of under wraps. You know, get the feel of when we should be deploying our board clears or how we should be mulliganing. I think that's really important for a deck that has such a an interesting array of cards in that turn 1 to 5 slot. Still think maybe we could be cutting these feral spirits for chain gangs or something like that, or maybe one chain gang, one giggling inventor. It just doesn't seem like we're getting a lot of value out of it being a spell. Like, we never combined it with Electra. Electra's got plenty of other things to combine with as well. And the overload was really hurting us. There were definitely some turns where we were overloading for so much. Especially with these crushing hands with the overload 3 on those. It's pretty brutal. And yeah, we didn't really see if Mana Tide was better than Acolyte of Pain or anything like that. And I'm sure Jet2thepack knows exactly what's up when it comes to that. So maybe I'll ask them over on Hearthstone. Speaking of over on Hearthstone, if you are watching this video on YouTube, all the links will be down in the description, including a link to the deck over on Hearthstone. The deck code's down there if you just want to copy that, chuck it into the game. You can start playing this deck yourself. So if you do like the deck, jump over to Hearthstone, give Jet2thepack a +1 and a lovely, thoughtful comment, like you always do. And my name is Tommy Wave. All my links can be found in the description as well, including a link over to the Twitter, which is the best place to catch me, and also the brand new Wave Pool Discord, which you can come join. It's brand new. We're still working on it, but you can come in, chat with all the other viewers, and check out all the videos, check out all the new decks, and interact. How fun is that? So until next time, I do hope you all manage to stay safe, enjoy your week, get over the hump day, and of course, stay wavy. Bye.